Well, hey guys, welcome back to the shop and welcome back to another video. Got my partner in crime here. He's helping me out shoot the video today. He's gonna do a little driving for us, aren't you, buddy? Yeah, look at him. So today I wanted to do a follow-up video on the Sunf tires that I'd purchased for this Polaris Ranger. It's been at over a year ago now. I did about a 3-month review in because I didn't want to just throw them on there and say how awesome and great they are. I see guys do that all the time. They get something and it's shiny and new and fun, and that's great and all. But at that point, I feel like your opinion's kind of jaded. You need to test it out and wear it in and then give your opinion on it. And I think that's especially important once the fun wears off and you've had them for a while. So that's what I'm doing today here. So these Sunf tires, at the time I bought them, I paid about $250, $260, and I caught them at a pretty good deal. I priced them today, like I say, about a year, 3 months, 6 months later, and they're at about $275, what I could find on Amazon. So they have went up a little bit, but let's be honest, guys, what hasn't went up in price? I wouldn't say that the company is overcharging now by any means. In fact, they're still a lot cheaper than their main competitors. And from what I can tell, the quality is still right there. They're still getting amazing reviews on Amazon, still 5-star, still great price. So I kind of mentioned it in the previous video, but these are kind of modeled after the Maxxis Bighorn. The tread pattern is very similar, let's say. So you could almost even say this is a bit of a knockoff of that, but I don't find that it's a bad thing. So far, I've been able to test them out in dirt, pavement, chip and seal, mud, and even in snow. I wish I'd have got some better video of me actually using the tires in snow. We did have probably a foot of snow over winter this year, and I got to test them out in there, and I gotta say they work great. Of course, these Polaris Rangers, with the engine being in the back and being able to lock that diff, it's pretty easy to make these things go in the snow. If you're getting stuck, then you're probably doing something that you really shouldn't be. But these have been great for the snow even. They're wearing great. They've got somewhere between 900 and 1,000 miles on them. And that was my biggest concern with them being a cheaper tire, so to speak, was that maybe they wouldn't wear well. But I'll let you guys take a look at them and see what you think. Do you think they've worn quite a bit from the original? At the rate they're wearing, I really think I'll get probably another 2,000-3,000 miles out of these things, no problem. So far, I've had 0 flats with them. This front tire, it seems to leak a little bit of air somewhere, but I think that may be more of a wheel issue than a tire issue, because I had problems with this one even prior to putting these on here, even with old Carlisles that came stock on here. But guys, these tires are awesome. After having them for a year, somewhere between a year and a half, would I buy them again? Absolutely. What do I like about them? I think the price is awesome. I think the tread design is awesome. It's super aggressive looking. It works well on a UTV, ATV. They perform really well, shockingly well to me. And they were easy to mount. They're not a radial tire, so there's nothing weird like that. You mount them on there. I did it at Dad's house. He's got a machine to break down tires. He's got a business where he would tear down small engines, ATVs and stuff like that. So he was well experienced in that, and it was no problem for him to knock these out. The only thing I would say, and this is a very minor complaint, and it's kind of like a duh to me, is that they are pretty loud. They're not as loud as my old tires, but my old tires are pretty worn down. But these things, if you're gonna be on chip and seal, concrete, pavement of any kind, and you get to going, somewhere between 30, 40 miles an hour, they are gonna whir and buzz a little bit, and it's gonna be kind of obnoxious. But once again, it's how do you figure out how to have the best of both worlds? You really can't. If you want something that's gonna be a street tire, then get a street tire. You're gonna lack in off-road performance at that point. But if you want something that's off-road performance, you're gonna have to deal with the sound. So the sound would be my only complaint, but I'd almost scratch that off, because if sound's an issue to you, you need to be looking at a completely different tire to begin with, because your wants are different than what mine are. But yeah, these things are still rocking and rolling, and I've been very happy with them. So if you guys are thinking about getting them, this definitely gets a green light from me. I'd buy them all over again. Unless something better just comes along, especially for the money, in a couple of years, whenever I need another set, I'm probably gonna throw these right back on here. I've been that happy with them. All right, guys, that's just a quick, simple update on these tires. I'll try to throw some footage in here for you guys of trying to get it out in the snow, and then some close-ups so you can look at the tread design and see how it's worn compared to previously, so you guys can be the judge for yourself. Guys, if you like the video, help me out by leaving a like on it, leaving a comment. It helps the algorithm to boost this up, get more views, which in turn helps me create even more better content for you guys. All right, until the next time, take care.